Alright, in this one I'm going to be showing you guys how to develop a base play. And again, a base play is a play, it's our money play. It's our play that, no matter what the defense is, we love our chances of this play working because this play is designed to be cover 2, cover 3, man coverage, cover 4. So you got to have 3 or 4 plays like that that you can rely on over the course of the game to beat any type of coverage that your opponent can throw at you. So, and this is going to show you guys why a lot of the pro players will gravitate towards a trip tight end or a bunch. It's because that the 2 routes you want to look for when developing a base play are crossing routes, like this one right here, and corner routes. The reason being is the crossing routes are going to get open versus cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. Again, all you got to do is throw in the pull route with it, again, to push back the zones. As you can see here, again, let's run the crossing route versus cover 2. Again, crossing routes open versus cover 2. Now let's do it versus cover 3. And as you can see, it's going to get open versus cover 3 as well. I just got shot at there. But, again, sometimes you got to think backwards as well. Really think, like, what's giving you trouble when you're on defense? What's giving you trouble? And from what I hear a lot is a lot of people have trouble defending crossers. And again, this is the reason why. It's because that if you have these pull routes on the field, the crosser's going to get open versus every coverage. So again, think about it. If the crosser is giving you so much trouble, you gotta include that in your game. Because again, it's gonna put so much stress on the defense, worrying about that one route, and then it's gonna open up other parts of your offense because they're gonna have to commit so much to the crossing route. So, or they're gonna have to use the crossing route majority of the play. So again, now let's do a first cover 4. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but here, I'll show you guys cover 4. And again, so open versus cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. And like we talked about in the man beating video, what is good versus man? The crossing routes. So also, what was good versus match? Utilizing the streak. Or the pull route with the crossing routes, or utilizing the streak with the corner routes. So again, put it all together now. So if the crossing route is so good versus man, it's so good versus cover 4, you see it get open versus cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. So this is what we want to design our offense around. Are these routes? Is the crossing route and the corner route? And I showed you guys, the corner route versus. Well, I mean, I showed you guys the crossing route versus every coverage. Now, we can go with the corner route as well. And again, the corner route's a little not as automatic because sometimes we are gonna have to check down to our flat route versus some stock coverages because obviously the clock can kind of drop back and play this. If we throw this late, we might be able to get it, but. Yeah, so, and I'll do it versus cover 3. And again, this is more, the corner route isn't as great, as a crossing route, because the crossing route's really going to get under deep blues and over the top of every zone. But again, it also depends on the formation as well. That's the reason why bunch is the #1 formation, is because the corner routes are really, really effective. Every single year. There's usually corner routes that get over cover 2. There's corner routes that get under cover 3 and cover 4, like in Z spots. So that's why you're going to see a lot of pro players in bunch, is because they have the best routes. They have the routes that you want to design your base plays around, and you want to design your base plays around the routes that beat just about every single coverage, every single stock coverage that is. So, um, yeah, and in trips, I guess the one downside is the corner routes aren't as, crazy as in bunch, um, but they're still gonna be effective, definitely. Um, and here we can run it here versus cover three, and again, remember, uh, when I was talking about in the cover three and the cover four video, again, you want to attack these sidelines, and again, the best way to attack the sidelines, to take advantage of the single of only one sideline defender is these corner routes. So again, that's why, uh, again, we go back to the bunch and the trips. Again, they have the corner routes to both sides, so we can attack the sidelines on both sides of the field, and we have the crossing routes that can get open, that can get under deep blues and over the top of underneath zones like hooks and stuff. So, and again, we're just putting in this video, we're kind of just putting everything together. And like I said in the cover 4 video, again, it's going to be really similar to how we're attacking cover 3, because again, most people only have one sideline defender over there. So again, we're going to want to abuse the sidelines. And again, I know I was telling you guys versus cover 2 to attack deep. That's the best way, to beat it for a big play. But versus cover 2 as well, again, there's only going to be one sideline defender versus cover 2 as well. So we can utilize corner routes to attack the sidelines versus cover 2. And, again, we want to have that underneath option as well on the sideline. So again, we're just attacking the 2v1 matchup here. So again, that is why we want to design our offenses around these corner routes and flat routes. It's because they're going to be effective for every single coverage in the game. So we want to look for formations that have these corner routes in these crossing routes. And again, if you go through these playbooks, it's hard to find those sharp cutting corner routes that run about 10 to 15 yards. It's hard to find those sharp cutting crossing routes that run about 15 yards, 20 yards. So again, that's why you usually see the meta and competitive Madden coming down to trips, tight end, and bunch. Again, the players want to give themselves the best chance to win, and they know that the crossing routes and the corner routes are going to always be in a trip, tight end, and a bunch. So again, I think a solution to that for diversity purposes in Madden would be having the playbook designer throwing better routes into other formations, so you can kind of see people run other formations. Again, that's a bit off topic for another day. But again, quick recap here is, when developing a base play, you want to look for these crossing routes, you want to look for these corner routes, and make sure to utilize the pull routes as well. And again, we go into much greater detail in this in the route combo course.